Okay, so since this is how national income is designed as an A-level student, what can we expect? I thought about how to structure this lesson, and I can tell you there are two main types. Okay, static questions. Static means no shift. Versus another type, which I'll call dynamic questions. We were just talking about this yesterday in market structure. We were just talking about this on Monday during the DBSS class. Okay, so this is usually when you ask for impact of event on a certain outcome. Remember, for DBSS, we use ABC 332. For market structure, we use A12, B12. Okay? So likewise, in national income, you are going to see static and dynamic questions. What are static questions? Two types. Three types actually, but one type is more or less not tested anymore. How do you measure or how do you compare the performance of an economy? I don't know if you all have seen such questions before. How do you compare, how do you measure the performance of an economy or economies? Okay. Right? No shift. You just explain very static. It's basically saying memorize. This is memory work. Okay. The second one, aside from how do you measure, how to compare, they can not just about performance, but they can ask you how do you measure, compare standards of living. Compare means you can compare across time, across space. Okay. They can also ask you how to measure equilibrium level of national income using circular flow model. This is the one that I feel won't really be tested. Last time it was tested was probably 10 years back. Too memory-based. So I don't think they're very keen on this. Okay. Dynamic questions, very popular. The first one, impact of an event on your economy. This is basically a bridge, a link bridge, okay, to the next topic, macro aims and issues. I'm sure you all have seen questions like this. Discuss the impact of trade war, discuss the impact of COVID, discuss the impact of, I think I had this question, was it lower export sales to other countries and lower investments on the economy? So you will typically be asked for impact of different events on the economy. And then you have to link it to AD&AS, link it to your macro goals. Okay, so this 1 prime is actually the dynamic version of 1 above. 2 prime is when you ask for impact of event on SOL. Okay, how would a certain event affect living standards? How would higher productivity affect living standards? Okay. Then the last one is how to measure the impact or assess the impact of an event on circular flow. Again, this is 3 prime because it's a dynamic version of 3. And beginning about 6 years back, they introduced a new topic to beef up national income. And that topic was inclusive growth and sustainable growth. It wasn't in the syllabus back then, okay? So this is when you ask for impact of an event on inclusive or sustainable growth? Okay. So I have structures for all of them. This structure is called ESO. This structure is called CCA. This is GDV. This is 5 tips we are not going through today because this is macro aims and issues. Not today. This is tomorrow. But it's in the console notes as well. Okay? Because this is not really national income. Okay? Then this is called DEE, DERCO, GIC, or 4I. Why are there 2 versions? I'll share with you. Okay, so this is the work ahead for the next 2.5 hours.